What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about The Midnight Jewel, the second book in the Glittering Court series by Richelle Mead. So, shockingly, I really liked the first Glittering Court book, which is just called The Glittering Court. I don't really know why, except for I'm kind of into those books where it's talking about like a gilded cage and that sort of thing. And I mean, yeah, these books are just kind of exactly what you think they're going to be. It's a bunch of girls that go to this school where they learn how to be ladies, and then they go to the new world, and there's lots of dresses and intrigue and political stuff, and I don't know, something about it just like really appeals to me. And they're not really anything special, but I feel like the Glittering Court really hit on something where it was really complicated and there were lots of things going on and it was very complex and it all just kind of worked out really well. The only real downside was that we only got development from Adelaide. We didn't get anything else from our other two female leads, which were Mira and Tamsin, but that's because the rest of the books in the series are going to alternate and kind of show their half of the story, and that's exactly what The Midnight Jewel is. In this one, we follow Mira through the exact same timeline. It starts out with her being recruited for the Glittering Court. We see her go in, learn all the things, go over to the new world, and see what unfolds there. And I was really excited about that because Mira was one of my favorites. She was just so mysterious. She was always sneaking out of the house, and she seemed to like know all of this stuff about the pirates and spies, and that just seemed really appealing to me. And that is what we get in this book. We learn why she was sneaking out of the house. We learn that she like met up with all of these pirates, and she was working with like espionage, and she was like working with all of these spies and like learning to like uncover like the big major things that we see happen in the Glittering Court. But unfortunately, it's been a long time since I've read the Glittering Court, and because of that, I was having trouble following what exactly this spy group she was with was trying to uncover, and I knew that it had to do with what we learned at the end of the Glittering Court, but it's been so long that I couldn't remember the intricacies of it because it is very involved, it is very political, and it is kind of disappointing that it leaned so heavily on that. I do think we get a lot from Mira. We get a lot about her character. We see a lot of depth with her, especially with the love story that we see unfold here. But a lot of things just kind of happen to Mira. She's kind of in the right place at the right time to join up with all of these groups. And yes, we do learn that she's adept at like doing things, and it has to do with her father and her history, but we're just kind of told these things, and yes, we do see it work out. She is very good at like disguising her voice, and we get to see cute disguises and like all of that kind of fun stuff, but we never really get any true meaning for any of that. Like, we're told that her father was kind of working with people, working undercover, so she has experience with that, and he was almost about to like start whoring her out, so she has experience in those areas too. But there's really not a lot of complexity and depth there. We're just told that that is what happened, and that's why she is the way that she is. And especially with her brother, the whole reason she joins the Glittering Court is to go save her brother. He was taken, and she wants to find him, and even with that, we don't really know enough about their relationship other than that they were close, so that's not really investing for me. Like, I couldn't really dig my teeth into it and be like, yeah, I really hope she finds her brother. Like, that really was never the overall goal for her. I feel like a better way would just been that she wanted to buy a better life for herself. I feel like that would have worked better. Like, if we had focused more on this horrible relationship we had with her father and shown that she wanted a chance at a better life and that she was going to do it on her own terms, she was going to buy out her own contract through whatever means necessary, I think that would have worked a little bit better because her backstory just didn't really flow correctly for me. And another thing is that it was just a little too confusing, and I think, again, that's because it's been so long since I read The Glittering Court that I couldn't remember exactly the political ins and outs, the way things were falling. I don't think they were explained very well in this book, and that was a problem that we saw in the first one, was that they were all going to have to fit together. Like, the three books we're gonna get all blend together, and we finally see the whole story once they're all blended, and I was totally okay with that. But in this book, I feel like there's just so much that you're expected to remember, or we still don't know, and we don't know if we're gonna get to know it, and it just really took me out of the experience. With that all being said, though, I still really enjoyed it. I think Mira's character was really great. I do hate that things happened to her. I wish she could have been a little bit more active. She's for sure not a passive character, but at the same time, we're told that she's going to live her life by her own rules, that she's doing things the way she wants to do them, and yet it seems like she's still at the mercy of the other characters around her. So that was just a little bit disappointing, and I am overall giving this book a C+. I still really liked it. I am still really interested to get the last little bit of the story with Tamsin. We learn a little bit more about her, although I'm pretty sure I know where that next book is going, and anybody who's read this can probably guess as well, but I'm really interested to see what's going to happen there. I'm interested to see if it's going to fall into the same mistakes that these first two books did, or if it's going to learn from those and we're finally going to have a completed narrative. I don't know. I still like these books. I still do recommend them. They're definitely not for everybody, but they are an enjoyable read, even though they do have quite a few shortcomings. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every Monday. That is everything got for today, guys. I will see you next time. Bye!